Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Odd Not Couple podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am Byron Jackson, one half of the team here today, joined by Miss Allison Unger. How you doing, Miss Allison?
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got on a soccer jersey here. The Club World Cup is going on in the United States right now. Did you know that?
Sure didn't.
That hasn't entered your sphere of your For You page yet?
When I was dating international men, I'd have to go to soccer games, but since I am currently not dating an international man, I am not participating in that.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up international. Well, men, international. I used to date international women.
Oh, really?
That used to be my nickname, was Mr. International, because I was always had someone who wasn't from like the States or different areas, and people.
I would say you had a passport pussy, if you will. Wow! Wow! Wow!
What do you mean?
What?
Pussy passport.
Man, you were stamping those countries.
National is fun, man. Get out for all of you guys watching. Get out and date somebody not from America. Trust me.
It is so freaking different, you guys. It is so different to date a non-American.
It's different. It's fun. You'll feel worldly. You'll feel like a coastal elite.
I mean, when people want to meet up is so different too. When you're dating somebody internationally, it's so crazy. It's like
so different.
At 3, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds delightful. Okay,
right? Yeah, you'll start having new brunch dates. You might even have some red wine with soda in it.
You and your wine habits, I really don't know where they come from.
That's a European thing. That's something they do in Europe when they want to go out, and instead of having like a seltzer or a wine cooler, they'll just take their wine and pour a little bit of cola in there.
Yeah, there's things like.
Have you tried it?
What, wine and soda?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, done.
Thoughts, resolutions?
I prefer sangria if I'm going to botch up my wine somehow.
Okay.
Because then it's like a meal. It's a wine meal for me, so I'm very satisfied.
Okay.
But if but soda. I mean, I get soda and wine. I guess I'd rather just have champagne. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I was shocked the first time I tried it. I was like, "This is going to be so bad," and I started drinking. I was like,
"Oh, it's not bad at all.
Not bad at all." I was like, "Wow, who discovered this? How did this ever? What drunken baboon discovered this on a London night?"
Like, I want something fizzy, but I still want to be boozy, and I have this leftover wine, so let's just like clonk these together.
Honestly, I need to know the origin of this. I need a YouTube video.
What is the origin story of this wine and soda together?
Origin.
Maybe that's what our sketch would be, is like weird combinations in the origin story.
Dude, okay, let me tell you something. As being the inquisitive person I am, were you one of those kids who used to wonder about things like that? Like, I always used to wonder, like, who were the first people to decide that touching lips was cool? Like, that this thing was the thing we're going to do, and then everybody adopted it, and like...
Also, like, how did they figure out so many things? Like, there are combinations and there's certain etiquette to this day that I still don't understand.
Shaking hands.
I find that to be strange.
But how did it start? Who were the first cavemen to be like,
I feel like your hand is your most like unprivate part of your body, so that's probably, it's an extension outward versus like someone coming inward to your space.
Yeah.
And you're like meeting halfway.
I mean, I get it. I'm just like, how? I need the origins. I need to see these beginnings. I need to.
Maybe it was like someone went in for a kiss and someone did this, and then they were like, "Oh, a handshake. That makes sense to me."
That's the first 10. The first high five. That was the first. Well, that'll be our sketch series. Just origins, first century
origin stories. But like real origin stories, and we just reenact them.
Exactly. Oh yeah. But no, anyway, back to the Club World Cup. Club World Cup's going on. My team's not playing. It's more football. Good stuff happening. We got to get one day. What'll happen is you got to come over. and watch a football match with me and the missus here.
Ooh, that's a lot.
It'll be a whole thing. It'll be wine. It'll be food. We'll have maybe some other friends.
Maybe we'll meet at a bar. In that case, if I don't like it, I can like quickly exit, and you'll be like, "Where did she go?" And I'll be like, "Oh, Ale."
You can be like, guys, I gotta go. That was enough.
That was enough. That first half was plenty for me.
Plenty for me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That sounds good, though. You can use my special gift that went to my house instead of your house.
So if you don't know, obviously, I'm sure you guys don't know, Allison got us a cast iron skillet for the wedding. Yay!
Wait, you knew what I got you? How do you know? Because does it say that I got it for you?
Yeah, that's what it said. Two has the thing and it comes in.
Oh.
But you didn't know that I knew now. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Sheboygan.
Oh yeah. So I have the same one, and that's why I was like, I've got to get them this because I love it so much. And then for some reason, I put in the address. I put in the address, and it still shipped to me to my billing address, which I think was what happened.
Well, here's the thing: when some of the things from the registry, like you were correct, you put in our address, but when you click on certain things, it'll take you to a third party site, and you have to redo it. That was one of those. You had to redo it. But when you sent me that little confirmation thing in the thing, I saw your address. So I was like, oh, she's expecting it to come to her house.
Yeah, no, I should have caught that. That was my fault. And then I got it, and it was like, your package been delivered. So I was like, yay, I'm so excited for them to get it. And I came home, and I was like, what the? Curses.
Yeah, curses. That's all good though. We'll have to have a. You got to come over someday soon, and we'll do brunch and all that, and it'll be a thing. It'll be a whole.
Well, after I have an announcement that I will share when we get to my stuff. But yes.
Ooh, this is the first for me too, everybody. Oh.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
It's gonna be
the announcement. I haven't heard the announcement. I was like, it's first for me.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be good, you guys.
It'll be news to me as well. Good stuff. Good stuff. Who knows what could it be? All right. So, Miss Allison, yes. What's been going on? What's been cracking? Give us not an acting update, a life update. I know you said you had some dating shenanigans you wanted to get into.
Did I tell you about what happened with this guy who I went out with and I told them no? Did I tell you about this whole situation?
No. See, coming up, hopefully we'll be putting out today. You gave us the little rundown of the people who had been kind of surprising you with these date initiatives, and you're turning all them down. So that was last episode. Now you haven't told me about this.
Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I will do probably almost anything you ask me to do, like in the realm of things that are safe. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm trying to be open and very like
do anything, everybody.
Amenable to what people's ideas are, not poo-poo them, right? Okay. I'm not trying to do that. What should I talk about first? So let's see. There was a I think a pretty well-known stand-up.
When people give me that.
So let's see.
Okay, so let's set up. So a well-known stand-up that you had never met, just met, or have known for a little while.
I've never met this person. I matched with him on Hinge.
On Hinge, ooh, not even on Raya.
And he said he was Jewish, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, because I've known this person for a long time, and he's Jewish. I didn't know, and he has a kid, and I was like, great. So he's not going to be all like horned up to have a kid, because I don't think I want to make that happen anytime soon. So we started talking. It was very nice. He was overseas performing. And within I would say 10 exchanges, he brings up, sex with me is super weird. And I just feel like that shouldn't enter a conversation until you've met a person.
The direct sex talk, I think it shouldn't happen until you've actually kissed and had kisses that you're both obviously enjoying.
Blanket statement, if you're talking to someone that you've never met before and you start talking about any bodily part that's yours, and intercourse, it's a turnoff. If I'm going to say for me, I would say probably for most women, because
Yeah,
most women are like,
I
that's
would agree.
really crass. Like, don't do that. And then he starts sending me pictures. And he's like, send me pictures of what you're doing, where you're at. And I'm like, absolutely not. That's a total invasion of my privacy. I've,
Absolutely not.
I've never met you before.
Yeah.
I am not sending you pictures of what I'm doing throughout my day. Like, we've never even been on a date. Like, to me, that's crazy. That's crazy that you would ask me to do that.
Wow.
But this is like something that has happened repeatedly to me when I've like talked to somebody, like, send me a pic of what you look like right now. And I'm like, no. Like, why?
No,
Why?
go ahead. I will say one thing. This is not in defense of him at all. I know exactly why he's asking that, because some woman in the past spoiled him with pictures before it was picture time.
What do you mean?
So there, I've had women I've dating in the past send me pictures, but that's usually after we've done something romantic where like we've kissed or we've made out or the intimacy line has been broken, right? We've touched, we've had some level of intimacy, right?
Hmm.
Maybe intercourse, maybe not before that, and that's when the kind of like pictures can be sent, right?
Sure.
Um,
And I've done that where it's like I've been on like a couple dates, someone's like, send me a cute pic, and it's like, here's my butt. Like, I get it.
yeah,
But
but I'm saying
we haven't even met.
yeah, some women spoiled him with pictures before picture time. You see
And
what I'm saying?
let me tell
And
you
now he's
something.
thinking, oh, I can ask everybody.
Those women absolutely retouched that photo before they sent it to you.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. So I sent him a picture of like, I think I sent him like a screenshot of a self tape I had done. It was
Nice.
like decent lighting. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's called a self tape. He's like, oh, you're an actor? And I was like, yeah, we've had this discussion. Like, and this person, by the way, has also tried to be an actor and was not successful. So let's just leave it at that.
Oh man.
But anyway, and then also, this is the other thing that really bothers me. Don't text me the day of to ask me out. I'm busy. Like, I'm busy. If you think I'm not busy, I don't know what kind of women you've dated before, but I am busy.
Yeah.
So literally at like 4:30ish, he's like, free tonight? And I was like, absolutely not. Like,
Absolutely not.
I said, oh no, I'm booked for this evening. Thank you, which was true. But like, why? I'm confused. Like, why would you think I'd be free the day? I'm just confused. I don't know if people are available.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I am not available. Okay.
And especially if he has been talking to you, he would know that you at least have multiple jobs by now.
I would think so.
And that just from talking to you that you're a busy person. You are, possibly busier than most.
I'm
Um,
I'm extremely busy. And that's the other part of it is that someone has canceled on me last minute, which is fine. It's LA, I get it.
hmm,
But I don't know when I can work you back in.
yeah.
And and then other people are like, well, it sounds like you're really busy. Do you really have time for a relationship? And I go, yeah, if the person's worth it, I will make time for that to happen. But I'm not going to rearrange my schedule for someone I've never met before in the hopes that you are a relationship. In the beginning, you need to work in my schedule, not vice versa.
Exactly. People forget that the early dating should feel good and easy. If it feels difficult and tough,
Yeah.
it's not a good thing. Like the reason I'm getting married is because my fiance and I, we had an almost flawless run. You know what I mean? Like it just, things felt good. We meshed, we had communication, we saw eye to eye on things, we compromised, like things felt good for these past 10 years we've been together.
Right.
And it was never like, oh, this is I gotta, ugh. And that's people forget those feelings happen after you get married. That's when the tough stuff's supposed to happen after the marriage. You know what I mean?
It happens both. Like, people run into bumps in their relationship and
Exactly.
it tests the relationship, and you figure out if you work together as a team through adverse times.
Exactly.
And I think that's okay. But but in the very, very beginning, I feel like there should be some structure as to like, if you ask me out, I need time.
Well, he also needs to know, like from talking to someone too, you need to infer what their schedule is. Like you can't, like if you've been talking to someone for 2, 3 weeks, you should kind of know that they may or may not be free on a Friday night. Like you should be, oh, that's right, they work most Friday. You know what? I'll see if she wants to come meet me at
If
noon
you
on a Sunday. You know, like,
if you listen to me, I will always tell you I'm free on Fridays because I celebrate the Sabbath. So that would be a good day to be like, hey, do you want to get a coffee or something? Like, that is a good day for me because I'm always off Fridays.
oh yeah, it's that listening comp, man, that listening comprehension.
But the other guy I went out with saw me on a different app and was like, hey, I just saw your picture on this app. And I know you said you weren't really interested, but like, I really want to swipe right. How do you feel? And I was just like, bro, like, I've already so nicely have said I'm not interested, but you saw me on a different app and therefore you think maybe this version of me would be interested. Like, it's the same person. He's like, I'm so tempted to swipe right. Would you swipe right on me? I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. But like the fact that you have to ask and the fact that you have my number and you have to text, it's like you already know the answer. You're just making me feel like poop.
Yeah.
Trying like rejecting you again. And it felt bad. Like I felt bad for the guy. I was like, once again, I think you're really nice. I think you have a lot of potential to be in like a really great relationship. It's just not with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Rejection is hard.
Also, he has kids, which is fine.
Uh-huh. This is the comedian.
No, this is somebody else.
This is the guy you're referring to now.
Don't bring your kids around on the third date.
Brought
That's
them?
a little early, friend.
Did he tell you he was bringing them?
No, and it was like they were there for the entire time. It wasn't like a drive-by meeting of a kid, like, oh, his mom's picking him up. This is my kid, and like, oh, they were there for the entire dinner, and I was like, okay. And that's not the reason I wasn't interested in him. Like, I love kids. I would happily be a stepmom, a second mom, whatever you want to call me. But like, I still don't know if this is working. And you're bringing kids for me to meet? That's a lot. Third date? That's a lot.
Third date is a lot. Third date is like if you're going to have the kids be shown. It's one of those things where like you see in movies and sitcoms where at the end of the date and you're arriving to that person's house because you walked them home and you see the babysitter leave because now they're home and you get to see a quick little, oh, hey, little kid. And you and the babysitter, you walk your separate ways. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Third date to be there for the entirety of the date, not the move.
No, not the move at all.
I mean, we hadn't even like, and it's a lot. It was too much.
Oh gosh, a guy would have lost his mind calling his buddies like, she brought her kid on the date, dude.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, been a whole YouTube piece about it.
And I felt really bad because the kid really liked me because I had brought dessert to this dinner that we were at. We had dinner at his house, and it was his birthday, and so I baked a birthday cake thinking it was going to be. And the kid was like so enraptured with me. He like basically almost sat on my lap, and I was like, "This is a lot, friend. A lot." And I love kids, but I was like, it was too much.
That is a lot. That's a lot. Third date that's a big ask, especially I feel like if you're going to do kids for the third date, it's like that's like a daytime date where you meet up, you have a quick coffee, and you keep it
also moving. Not to be like here's my question is like, if you haven't actually slept together, are you bringing the kids to meet the kids to see if this is like serious? Is that why you would bring the kids? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want the kids to be getting too excited about people that aren't going to be in their lives for more than a few days. And so like that child clearly was beginning to create a bond with you, just even on the surface level.
Yeah, and I felt so bad. And the kid kept raving about this cake, and he was like, "I've never tasted cake like this." Like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Oh God, you're never going to taste it again."
I know. Like, well, not this year.
I mean,
we will have great cakes, but not from me.
Yeah, I felt
That's
it was
wild, man.
yeah.
You know, people just don't know how to parent, though. You forget that people, not everyone knows what they're doing, and realizing that just bringing your kid on a third date is something you really shouldn't do ever. Like,
I
unless
mean,
you and that person have had such a strong chemistry, or maybe they have kids too, and maybe it's a meetup date where it's like, okay.
I think anything is possible in the world of dating when you meet the right person. I think anything is on the table, and like when that is.
Yeah.
This was not the situation.
No, that's
And
wild.
it was wild. It was wild times. But that was not what I was going to talk like I mean that is my dating life right now.
Get to the good, the good
Oh,
stuff.
so we talked about headshots, right? Very briefly.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm going to commit to these headshots.
Okay.
So I have started meeting with a personal trainer,
Okay.
and I've gone on this like super fantastic eating plan for the time
Okay.
being. And
Okay. Okay.
because it all was inspired. I went home to Chicago for my dad's and my mom's 50th anniversary, and my parents both kind of told me that I looked the heaviest I'd ever looked in my life,
Oh, that's
which
rude.
is not, which is what my parents feel like is helpful. And so
All right. Go, mom and dad.
and so they were like, anyway. And they were like, if you want to be this big movie star, you have to look a certain way. It's part of your industry and la la la. And I go, those people have trainers and chefs and people who tell them when they can eat and what they're going to eat. And they have money to look that way. And they suck it and tuck it out. I'm like, realistically, most of those people are not naturally made. And that's fine. And
Yeah.
and so like I did, if we want to talk about it later, Google what some people do in order to look the way they do, which is insane.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess I'd want to pose the question of, because I think it's different for men and women too, of
Sure.
like in the industry, like do you abide by a certain standard? Is this your personal standard? Like what is your personal set, like what makes you feel beautiful? What is your standard for yourself for beauty versus what the industry expects you to look like versus like I don't know, like what category do you fit in? Like I think it's really interesting because when it comes to casting, there are definitely certain, I think, parameters of, and commercial versus theatrical are different too. But like I've been on many sets, and I know that you have as well, where I've been on like with superstars,
Mhm.
and they don't look normal in person,
How
right?
so?
They don't look like I've been on set with some really big A-listers, and they look like skin and bone. They don't look like a real person.
You're 100% right. I saw a clip of a famous A-list actress doing some mitt work with a boxer I worked with at the time when I first got here. Uh, and goodness gracious, she was about this big.
Right.
And but when I see her on film, she doesn't come off as being this big. And I was like, what on earth?
Right.
Um, it was wild. Oh, I saw it one day when I was Ubering years ago, back I Uber forever. But I had taken this person to a cleaners in Hollywood, and literally standing out in front of the cleaners on her phone in a little simple black slip dress was Regina King. I think she was getting ready to go to something, and like her driver bouncer was kind of standing in the car there. And first of all, she was gorgeous. I was like, whoa, like holy cow! And then she was also this big, and I was like,
But on camera, Regina King looks normal.
yeah, I was like, holy cow. Um, it was just a real shell shock.
Like to give you an example, I'm a size 4'6", right? But on camera, I look heavy. Like those women are like a size 02, like very, very tiny,
Small man.
very small. And and it's like, how do they get there? Like, like, is it like these shots? Is it the fact that they're starving themselves? Is it the fact that they're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they could get to that point.
Yeah. A little bit
So,
from column A, a little bit from column B, a little bit from column C, honestly.
I mean, like in the whole thing with Ozempic, that is the big craze with people is I know a lot of women who are on like I would say about 70% of the women I know are on Ozempic or Manjaro as of this
Whoa, man.
and it makes them so violently ill whenever they get their shots. And I'm like, we don't know what it's doing to the rest of your body.
Yeah, the clinical trials have not been going on long enough for any kind of long-term effects, organ issues, and
Like,
things like that.
and for a minute, I was like, how nice would that be just to get a couple of shots and just drop like 20, 15 pounds? Like, yeah, that would be ideal.
Hey, the the missus. Most women try to do some kind of wedding prep. The missus, she started using an app that has actually been working really wonderfully for her. She's loving it. Um, Gosh, she's lost, I would say, 10 pounds already.
But here's the thing is like, she was beautiful before.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. This was purely just an initiative she wanted for herself.
Right, but like that's I guess that all goes back to the question of
Send you
like,
the
huh?
app. I'll have her. I have to have her send you the app because
Oh,
it's
oh no, I'm on a program. We're doing the program. I'll tell you what I'm doing, but it's crazy. I
okay.
don't, I don't think anybody should do what I'm doing, but it's
You have
great.
something you can track your stuff though.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, perfect. Okay, there you go. That's all
But
it
I
is. As long as you can track what
but
you're
I eat the
doing.
same exact thing like every day, so it's really not anything exciting.
Well, here's the thing. With the app she has, you don't have. It's not about eating the same thing every day. It's just really about that portion control and making sure that everything is just kind of weighed out nicely. And it's like she's been able to eat the normal stuff we eat, and when we go out,
Yeah,
uh,
no, I don't. That's not what I'm doing right now.
okay,
For me, I'm just eating the same exact thing that this trainer has told me that I need to eat for the next 6 weeks. So that is what I'm doing. It's great.
is it
It's
about is the portion size controlled also? Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. That's all. That's what
it's
it's all about.
it's really easy. It's really easy to do. It's I don't care. I don't care that I'm eating the same thing every day. I really don't. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like because I don't have to think about it. It's all pre-portioned. It's in my fridge. I pull it out. I eat it. Everything is in 2 hour increments. I'm done.
Nice.
It's great. It's
Okay.
honestly ideal.
Well, there you go.
The only thing I have problems with is going out to dinner. And so if I know I'm going out to dinner that night, I honestly will fast most of the day and
Okay.
just eat whatever I'm going to eat and know what's in my macros kind of a thing.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
So, it works for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fitness journeys, guys.
huh?
It's a fitness journeys, guys. It's a whole thing.
Fitness. So I'm hoping we'll see what it looks like
Yeah.
in 6 weeks for the
Nice. There you
headshot.
go.
That's
I'm
all.
rooting you on. I'm rooting you on. Yeah. Let me know if you want to train. I can give you a workout. Get you put you through a kickboxing workout. If you ever need a high intensity cardio day, let me know.
I mean, I do. I always do. I work out twice a day now, so.
Twice a day. Holy cow. Okay. Oh yeah, you're gonna be. Whew. Well, make sure you're prioritizing sleep. One thing people forget when they do.
But yeah, I've
They
had to add an hour
really
of sleep a night because my body is so tired.
yeah.
Like
Sleep.
I've been turning off the TV and not watching TV at night and going to sleep.
Oh, there you go. Oh man.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm out like once I'm done with work.
Uh-huh.
Usually we like watch an hour or so of TV. No, we don't have time for that. It's immediate sleep time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Getting responsible, doing adult things.
here you guys.
Seriously.
How about you? What's going on with you? Life wise, you getting wedding ready?
I am, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read this text from a friend here. Oh gosh.
What just happened? Everybody's going to want to know.
Well, no. So a buddy of mine, who actually I'm trying to get on the show, the other day, and this drove me nuts. It was like 11:45. I was in the shower. When I got out of the shower and looked at my phone, he was like, "Need a huge favor," and I was like, "Oh, what's up? You good, boss?" And he didn't respond until the next day. And I was like, "Hey, buddy, what's up? Everything cool?" He's like, "How you been doing?" And I was like, "You texted me. You need a huge favor. Like what?"
Like I
Like,
need your liver, or like I need a kidney donation.
yeah, I'm like, I wish people would call when instead of doing stuff like that.
Same.
Um, and he was just like, "Hey, I was in a real bad spot at the time, but you responded." And I was like, "Oh, so I'm going to call him after this." And like, but that's just I want to be there for you guys. If you need help, just call me, people, please.
I'm definitely the person, if you've texted me 3 times in a row, I've called you and they're like, why are you calling me? And I'm like, because obviously this is not a text conversation.
Exactly. See, we are older millennials, and millennials like us who are in our 40s. We really, if something's serious, like me, who's in there like me,
Oh,
if something's serious, freaking call. And if you're not sure, you can call. Say, is it a good time to call? Like, just call. It saves so much time. I can help you. I can figure things out with you. I can hop in the car and meet you somewhere. It's like, just call. It's
yeah.
so much better.
Yeah. I will preface, if you text me multiple times in a row, I'm like, I'm going to call. I'll say I'm going to call you.
Oh yeah, me too. Same thing. You know what drives me crazy? Our leasing office is doing that shit. Like our leasing office, you can call our leasing office, right? Leave a message, and they'll text you back. Like, how can I help you?
No, pick up the fucking phone is how you can help me.
You don't do this, guys. I'm like, don't do this, please. Like, from a customer service standpoint, that's just bad customer service. Number one. Like number two, yeah, don't do it.
Just call me back.
Yeah, you were being paid by a corporation to facilitate services for us. Call
Right.
us. It'll take less of your time too if you call me. Like you'll be sitting there texting me half the day when you could have just called and talked for 15 minutes.
Just give me a little buzzer.
It makes so much more sense. So much more.
What's going on acting wise? Did you book any of your callbacks?
Man, oh my gosh. Oof. Okay, so I had not a bunch, but a nice little smattering of callbacks, like 3 callbacks, I think, in the last week and the week before that, like kind of 3 callbacks, right? Didn't hear from 2 of them. One of
Mm-hmm.
them was supposed to have been this Monday, and then the audition got canceled on Friday because they were reworking the spot.
Which one was that?
That was for what was that one? That was supposed to be for which one was that? I'm looking at it here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see the brand. What was the brand? Nature's Bounty. That was the one.
Hmm.
Yes, yeah, that one. They end up just reworking the spot, so they canceled the audition. I was like, oh my goodness. I had an audition sorry, a Zoom audition for a voiceover, which was weird. Yeah, so I was sitting there just literally reading the thing off the phone. It's been this week is super slow for auditions. Yeah.
Yeah. I had an in-person this week, and again, people were super nervous walking into the room. Super nervous. And I was
Little
like,
Caesars, right?
huh?
Little Caesars, right?
Oh, don't say.
I'll edit it out. It's not live.
But
I'll
yeah.
take it out.
So yeah, so I had an in-person, and it's always like they bring you in groups to improvise, right?
Mhm.
So I always come with a couple of like buttons kind of tucked back in my head just to kind of, make sure that it's not dead silence at the end because they want funny.
Yeah.
So we say the copy, and then I look around and no one's like kind of picking up the cues. And I was like, I'll say something. And everyone laughed. And then it was like silent again. And I was like, and the tape's still rolling. And I'm like, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, because whatever, because I've got these like locked and loaded, ready to go. And we took it, and it was after, and he goes, cut. And the casting person was hysterically laughing. He's like, are you just going to let Allison just go?
Yeah.
Like in a nice way, but kind of like, come on, you guys. And then he threw out a couple of his own of like buttons. And then he was like, I was like, oh, those are great. And he's like, but if I throw out those buttons, I've probably already heard them or used them myself. So don't use those.
Mhm.
And like, I knew that. Like if a casting, you know that, right? if a casting person gives you a button, that means A, that's a button he's given every or she has given every other person. And two, don't use that button, but think of something similar to that.
Oh yeah.
So the other people in the room were like, oh, I'm going to use that. And I'm like, okay. He literally just told you not to use it. Like, don't use it. So, anyway.
You know, both of us are similar in that lack of confidence in those situations like drives me crazy sometimes, because I get it. You know, we all have internal anxieties, and sometimes some people, their level of anxiety is higher than other people's just naturally, right? But as you get older and as a person, sometimes you have to realize that you got to have a vibrant level of confidence out there, because most of us are stupid. Like, your anxiety thinking that people around you are judging you because they're so much smarter than you is inaccurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and that's what I think people fall into, is they're thinking, oh my gosh, all these people are so smart, and they're thinking I look stupid. No, 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 no. Go out there, say it with your chest, give us some vibrance, put that false bravado on, because no one's going to know.
I think one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten is like, think that you already have the job. How would you act on set? You already have the job. And if you're getting called in by a certain office, they think that you can book this job.
Exactly.
And therefore go in with that energy of like, you're welcome, I'm here, which is kind of the energy I go into.
Yeah.
And like, you can always pull me back, which is fine. If you want, like, there are some casting offices in the city where I think the very least you do, the best it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like blah 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 blah. And they're like, that was it. Thank you so much. And it's like, you're out the door, whatever. But most of the time, especially for commercials, I would say they want to see you improvise in the room.
Yeah, they want to see what you can bring to the table, and they want to see that you're feeling comfortable and confident. That's the thing, is confidence books the spot. You know, you can, even if you're confidently in there messing up, they're just like, oh, this person is relaxed and they know what to do, and I'll have fun with them on the day of.
Right,
You know?
exactly. If you
Yeah,
go in there nervous and meek looking, that comes, you see that on camera in a second.
it does. It really does. Just come in there, give them some false bravado, puff out your chest a little bit. You'll be surprised. They'll be like, oh, that person was just so confident.
Confident. The other thing is, and I don't know if this is just me because I'm older, but show up like you would on camera, right?
Yeah.
So like, don't come in with wrinkled clothing. Don't come in with your hair a mess. Like, I I don't know. Like, be camera ready. And a lot of the people were there, and like I was like, oh, like I'm judging. I'm judging you because your clothes are wrinkled. You're
Yeah.
wearing a crop top, which is not appropriate. Uh, like one person was wearing a crop top and a V spandex, like stretchy pants,
She was trying to sell some sex.
and
It's,
I it wasn't. She look, don't do that.
it didn't fit the character at all.
We were supposed to be at a football game eating. It's probably not what you would wear, right? It was a yoga outfit, and this person had not done their hair or makeup.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, if she been wearing a crop top jersey, like if that was a Rams jersey, then I would be like, okay, I could have let it slide.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. If it was a cropped football jersey with like
yeah,
some cute baggy whatever cargo pants and that was the look you were doing, 100%. But don't come in yoga clothing like you're squeezing into this audition in between classes.
yeah. That's what it feels like.
Like throw something on top, right?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh, I
Like
wish.
would you ever show up in like sweats and like a dirty tee to an audition?
No, no, no. Actually, if you see my hair right now, I usually try to have a fresh haircut before every audition too. So,
Every audition,
an in-person audition, yeah. Oh yeah. If it's in person, oh yeah.
I want to have a haircut every time I go. That sounds nice.
I mean, yeah,
Do you do
that's
it yourself?
Oh, no, 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 no. During the pandemic, I tried to do a couple of fades. My hair was also different. During the pandemic, I used to rock what we call in the black community waves. So my hair was even all the way around, and I had my hair had waves on the top.
It did?
Yes.
Let's see a
You're,
picture of that.
you're like, what are waves?
I know what they are.
Oh, okay.
I just can't imagine you with that haircut because when I first met you on set, you had this haircut.
No, I had waves.
No, you
I was
didn't.
wearing a hat. I wore a hat the whole day too. So you
Okay,
probably
that's why.
yeah, it was a hat that whole day. But since we've been doing this and really, gosh, anytime you might have seen me after that, it was very quickly after that I switched. Um, but yeah, I had waves, and I used to wear a fade then, and then I tried to do a couple of fades during the pandemic, and the first one came out good, and then they got worse and worse. Like I didn't get better; I got worse at doing fades, which is weird. It was a sharp, sharp decrescendo.
Decrescendo.
Yes, very sharp. It went oof. And so I had to start going back to my barber. Um, yeah, but he hooks me up. He'll be doing a nice little wedding cut for me. Yeah, but if I can, I try to get a fresh cut, especially for before an in person. And then my hair it lasts for like 2 weeks before, well, 3 weeks before it starts getting back like this. But yeah, 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 yeah.
It is time.
It is time. Seriously, time. Gosh, acting has been wild. This week has been super slow compared to the previous 2 weeks. Like this week has been like
Yeah.
it's weird. I wonder why though. Is that just kind of right before 4th of July things slow down?
I think so. People are, it's like they're going to try to squeeze in callbacks all next week and stuff. And it's going to have to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And
Then it'll be
I know
shut down.
I had a really cool audition to be like a Roman
Oh,
and it was super fun. And I had the best time.
is
What?
that you and Toga on?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And a couple of my girlfriends all had the same audition. And we were like, oh, let's see each other's audition because it was really fun. And it was weird because all the women are like, you're getting the call back. You're getting it. And I was like, oh, okay. I did not get the call back, but neither did anybody. So I'm like very interested to see if they are even calling back that role or if they were like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Because you remember like sometimes they'll like have an audition for something and then they're like, we don't like it. We're going to cut it.
Yeah, they'll rework the spot. Like the
Right.
Nature's Bounty thing. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna rework it.
So two of my commercials, I've been cut out of them. And it was like one of them never aired. And then the other one just came out and I'm not in the commercial and I'm like the spokesperson. So I had a real moment of like, did I suck? And it wasn't. There was no, when I watched the commercial, there was no way to cut from me to the family and have it look good. It was just it would have been too long of a spot.
Wow.
But it's like, that's the business we're in,
It's wild, the reason that they make some of these decisions. Well, I don't know if I'll ever understand. I think that the commercial world is still overthinking a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They're overthinking their brand identity, especially at the stage when we're on set shooting things, and then they cut. I'm like, they're overthinking everything. It's like, just put the freaking commercial out.
It's like if you show a group of people having fun with your product, that is good.
Yeah. Yeah, they people. I mean, brands and the clients. They're thinking that every time someone sees a commercial, that people are having these long thought processes about the commercial. Like,
Right.
man, should I go to that website now? No, I hated that commercial. It's like,
Commercial turned me off.
yeah, it's not that serious.
It's not. It's really not.
Really not. How do we convince them? We got to shake them.
What are you gonna shake them like a dead baby? What are you gonna do?
Shake them like we're a 1930s babysitter.
You're gonna eat your porridge.
Exactly. Eat that darn curds and whey.
You're gonna eat that mushy plop whether your parents like it or not, I tell ya.
See?
Yeah, she.
Wasn't there a name for that way of talking? I feel like
Yeah,
it had a name.
what is that name?
Oh, it'll come to us.
Yeah,
All right.
how he came to us. What was that? What is that? It's something specific. I don't know what it is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they had names, those old eras of dialect and things like that. Miss Allison, do you have any recommendations for us?
Let's see. What have I been watching this week? Well, two things. I've been rewatching Ally McBeal.
Oh,
Is it
holy cow.
have you
I
ever
was a big McBeal head. I honestly think I watched the first 3 seasons of Ally McBeal when they aired, as they aired. Definitely the first two, 100% the first 2 seasons.
I was not allowed to watch them, but my mom I remember my mom loving this show as a kid. Loving.
You weren't allowed to watch Ally McBeal?
No, I only
Oh, that's so precious.
so in my household as a kid, we only had a half an hour of TV a week that we could choose to watch. And
Man,
then we would have uh Sunday we would all watch a movie together.
okay.
But we weren't allowed to watch TV as kids.
Oh man, see, oh gosh, you guys, people don't understand our particular sect of millennials. This was not a crazy uncommon thing. Like I grew up with friends who like they weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons. I even myself, my mom was an educator, so we used to have quiet time. So when we came home from school, we had to make sure we had quiet time and do our homework, and then after quiet time, then I could watch television.
Oh no, my mom was also an educator.
Yeah.
So when we would come home from school, we would unpack our bags and she'd ask us about our homework. And then we'd have silent reading hour where we would sit in the living room. We would all read. This is what we did. This is what our generation did.
It is. I had to sometimes, especially in the summer. Oh God, my mom would be like, "Did you read those 10 pages?" No. Well, you can't go out and play basketball until you read your 10 pages.
In the summertime, we lived by the lake. So I was at the beach from when I did day camp and then we would go right to the beach after lunch. That's all we would do is go to the beach. And then we'd come home and rinse off and probably take a nap. And then it was dinner and that was it. That's all we did all day
Man, yeah.
for
See, I
hours.
was such a TV head that like my mom had. We had to like create contracts so I could so I could when I finished my work. But I was always a good student. I was never a really crazy problem for me to like finish some work and then go do some TV. Um,
So yeah, no, we weren't, that was not, yeah, no.
that was just the thing, man.
But
But
then she gets into Harvard. So it's like, was it a problem? We don't know.
ooh,
Did she go to Harvard? She did not, but that's
yeah,
a different.
let's say I did you. Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I didn't finish school, so
You didn't finish college?
I did not. No, no, no. I left. I wasn't taking college very seriously, and yeah, I was just, and plus, it was the kind of thing where I knew I wanted to be doing this, and so I was like, I don't want to be in business. Like if I had it my way, I would have come out to California 10 years before I did.
Really?
Um, yeah, it just it just like never works out like that. You need to have a little bit of a support system if you can. Um, and I when I really wanted to come out here was when I got originally fired. I was teaching karate, and I used to work for this conservative asshole, owned a bunch of karate schools. He used to hate me because I always wore my Obama pin, and he literally was like, the election's over. You don't have to wear that pin anymore. I was like, I know.
You're like, I'm proud though.
Yeah, I'm very proud of this pin. And when I got fired from working for them, I was like, all right, well, it's time to go. I'm going to California. My parents were like, no, 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 don't stay here. Don't stay here. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll stay a little longer.
Boy.
But yeah, that's when I really wanted to go. And that would have been like in, gosh, like 2000. That would have been in 2000, like 8 or something.
Wow.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows where I would have been if I had another 10-year head start on top of this 10 years.
Everything happens on your timeline for a reason.
It does. It does. I wouldn't have met my beautiful, beautiful wife.
Way more important than any TV show you could have ever booked during that time period.
It is finding some peace of mind, finding a life partner that is truly a life partner that, we have a lot of common interests. We can watch so many things, talk about we're same political align politically. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do it, especially nowadays, being married to someone who you're not aligned with politically. I don't know how that works. Maybe when our parents were coming up, you could do it if you're a baby boomer or maybe the silent generation, but impossible nowadays.
100% was seriously dating a guy who was the opposite of my political views.
Hmm.
And I was okay because we both respected each other. We had a good dialogue about it.
Yeah.
But then when it came to the point of us talking about marriage and getting engaged, he's like, "Well, you're just going to be a stay-at-home mom and just raise the kids." And I was like, "In the year that we have been dating, when did you ever think that was a possibility for me?" And he was like, "Well, I'm going to be a politician and therefore I need you to be at home." And I was like, "Oh no." And he is now he's a politician. He absolutely fulfilled what he was going to do.
My
Um,
gosh.
but yeah, I was like, I am not the partner for you if that's what you expected me to do. I just find it interesting. I think that people really show you who they are. I think people choose not to listen,
Yep. You're partially right about that.
or they think they can change you.
They
Change.
do think they can change you. And just, gosh, I constantly am thinking about how much we have failed. So many men in this country, not we, but society, I guess, has failed so many men in that they keep just bringing misogyny and these overly patriarchal ways of thinking forward into society. Like, dude, for Christ's sakes, like, stay at home, mom. Are you making $1 million a year? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
His family is definitely independently wealthy, but I wasn't.
yeah. And it's also like, can I not have a hobby? Can I not create something? Like, for goodness
I
sakes.
always find that really interesting too that a man assumes that a woman would be okay with that. I would flip it and be like, "You can stay home and raise the kids. By all means. Bon appetit."
Wild. Like, we just, I don't know, guys. A lot of the problems that we create are of our own making, and guys becoming more misogynistic again and thinking about having trad wives and all this stuff. It just it leads to the whole male loneliness epidemic that I don't believe in. But
But some women, I think they think that would be enough for
yeah,
them. And if that is enough for you, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great life.
a great life if you have a husband that respects you for it and treats you well, and also isn't mandating that life for you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
If this is the life that you wanted, if this is what you want to do. And then some women think it's the life they want to do, and they get put in the situation and they are not happy with the choice. And they have to be allowed to say that too and be like, "I don't like this."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like that also it also assumes that you're gonna like the idea that you're gonna be a trad wife is under the assumption that you're also gonna be some kind of amazing parent. How do you
Also,
know?
also that part.
Like, how do you know that the woman you have mandated to be the trad wife even knows how to raise these kids? Like,
Like, I don't think anybody knows whether or not they'll be a good parent until they're a parent. Till it's a parent.
well, until it's a parent, right? Little mom joke there.
And I think some people are surprised by it, and some people are like, "This was a terrible decision I've made."
Yeah, man. Like, life is hard. Life is hard. Knowing what to do as a parent is hard. Um, but gosh, it's wow.
What are you watching? What do you watch? Oh, we can talk about The Bear next week. What are you watching this week?
What have I been watching? Oh gosh, I've been watching all kinds of stuff. What do we? Well, we did get into Hacks. Yes, 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 everybody. I have finally fulfilled my promise to Allison. And we started watching Hacks. It's
And
good.
what did you tell me before the show?
It's good. It's awesome.
It's great.
We like it. See, but I'm a man of eclectic taste, Allison. I'm not as hard to please as you. I like a wide variety of shows and comedy. I like a wide swath
A
of
swath, if you
dramas
will.
and comedies and thrillers and action pieces. Um, yeah, it's good. The cast is good. I also love that this is a diverse cast. I'm a big champion of diversity. I'm Mr. Diversity. I love seeing diverse cast. This hits it nicely. And it's just a good show. It's good because it kind of talks about us, our industry, like being on our end of where we're like looking for work. Um, I do wish that we had managers like they portray in Hollywood, where you could go to your manager and be like, "I need work," and your manager can like call one of their A-listers and be like, "Hey, can you hire my D-lister?"
Be so great.
Like, if that was a thing, we would both have jobs right now.
Yeah, I would.
In the biz. Like I just wish that those types of things were kind of more common. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that would be great if I could just call my manager and she could call one of her higher ups and be like, hey, hire Byron to like, he'll be your stand-in, he'll help you with some other things and coordinating and all these types of things,
He's a Renaissance man. Just
Yeah,
give him,
he's got some
a task.
he even has some pitches he can throw at you, so that would be
People
great.
who like really want to work and like you've proven yourself, like you go through like an obstacle course in order to get a Hollywood job.
Right?
What are you willing to do to get that job?
Exactly. What kind of physical activities are you willing to do? But no,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying Hacks. It's definitely something we're going to continue with. Gosh, what else can I say? Looking forward to it, and then we're going to be also watching. I know I'm going to like the studio though. I'm one of those people who's always enjoyed Seth Rogen.
Still haven't watched the studio?
We're going to be watching it very soon. Oh, actually, when you did that, it just reminded me of something. So we just we just had dinner last Friday with a double date with some friends. My fiance, she befriended the lady who sold her wedding dress, and now they're friends, right? So we went out to Bakari up the street, and I was telling them about this terrible. We were talking about where we were during the pandemic, like when a lot of the big information hit. Because there was that 1 week in the pandemic, kind of when everything shifted. Like we found out Tom Hanks had COVID, then the NBA shut down, and then everything else. It was like all 1 week, right? I was on set of this horrible commercial. It was for a pizza brand. I won't say going further. It was just a bad commercial. It was terrible. But you doing this made me think we had to do that for the commercial. So for the commercial, we were pizza heads, right? And they were going to green screen out our faces and replace us with pizza or whatever. But instead of like giving us, some kind of green screen mask or something like that, they had us imagine that this is a plate, right? We had plates that they taped to us right here, and we had to hold our head back so you could only see the plate and not our head. We had to walk into frame with our head back and a white paper plate sticking up there. Insanity. We had to do this for like hours. You're on set, and I wasn't even the featured person. We were kind of like the featured secondaries, the number 1 and 2 people on the call sheet. They had to go up there and do it for twice as long as us. And then they also had us, some of these plates are like touching our lips and like getting into our, areas where you would spread COVID.
Right.
And COVID was a thing. It just hadn't taken over yet. And we were all like, should we be sharing this plates with that thing going around? We were calling it that thing at the time. Like, it was wild. It was so weird.
When was the first time you got COVID?
I never had COVID.
Wow.
No, let me tell you this. So, right in the middle of COVID, I guess, was it 2023? Or kind of middle time. I can't remember. That COVID was such a weird time. My parents came out here for Christmas, and my dad brought COVID with him. Yeah, it was wild. They had tested, and they're retired, so they should have been testing and doing all their preparations.
Yeah.
He thought he had a cold. We were like, we should test you. We tested him the first time, it said negative. Then we tested him again like a day later. It was like, up COVID. I was like, oh my God. Somehow, my mom and myself did not get COVID, but my fiance, she did. So I was in here taking care of her. I was all masked up. She was in the bedroom, had her mask on. I slept on the couch for like 2 nights with a mask, and then finally I was like, "Fuck it!" I just came in here and I slept with the mask on. She slept with the mask on. But I was fortunate enough not to get COVID. We're a big medical science family here, so we're all up on our vaccinations. I can't wait to get vaccinated again this fall for COVID and flu. Lifetime vaxxer here, baby.
Lifetime Vaxxer. Same. Also a Vaxxer.
Lifetime vaxxer. Oh yeah.
Also a Vaxxer team.
Yeah, guys. Science has gotten us this far. Okay. We wouldn't be talking through these beautiful screens without science.
Science.
Science, science. Oh yeah.
So speaking of future guests, I have Jeff Pride, who's going to be coming on, who has his own self-tape studio, and we're going to be talking about self-tape. So I'm really excited about that.
Ooh, let's do that. We should actually put a date down so we can be professional for this guest. We'll coordinate that off screen though. Oh, I just got an audition here first audition of the week, really.
No way.
Literally, yeah.
For which one? Comebacks?
It's for a car brand, a car selling brand, I'll say.
A car selling brand.
Yeah. One of those third-party brands that sells cars.
Lovely.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We should prep. We should prep.
You have it. You got that one too?
I think so.
Oh.
Bleep out what I said. Oh, I said what I think it is.
Oh, okay. Bleep out what I said.
I said the brand, so you should bleep it out.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. I don't think you came through. Did you do a self bleep? You're like,
no, I'm saying we should do it later.
I know. I already got to go out and bleep out the pizza brand from earlier, but
pizza brand.
Pizza brand. Oh yeah. But no, seriously. Let's after the show today, which we're getting close to the end of. Let's chat about doing. What do you think? Can we do a 90-second or a 1-minute cold open in the next 2 months? You think for something? Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's do that because that would be great. That would be nice. We want to start getting some more things going here, and then maybe we can start to figure out. We can meet somewhere. We can maybe meet at the library up here in Glendale and do a recording of this show like once a month together.
Or we could do like a wine and record kind of a thing.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh, that'd be perfect, dude. Yeah, we should totally do like a brunch day recording, a wine tasting recording. Oh, it'd be amazing. Yeah, bring some friends or just us. Like let's get into the ideas. Let's get this channel going. Let's build this product out a little bit more. See what we can add to it. See what we can tweak it. Yeah, definitely. We don't have any stories for today. We'll have some stories for next week.
Next week. We ran over talking about ourselves.
We ran over, but it's a good show. It's a good show. This is what I want the show to be. It's just it's a podcast that's going to grow and evolve as we grow and evolve. And yeah, definitely. Well, Miss Allison, do you have anything coming up for people you want to know that you want to let them know about at all? You got anything at all?
Do you?
No, nothing. Other than guys, make sure you tune in. I'm going to be putting out some more shorts today. I'm putting out another video from our. We have podcasts in the backlog. Yeah, just stay tuned. Like and subscribe this channel. Share it, please. Go over to my video game channel, the Retro Pioneers Gaming Podcast. Like and subscribe that. We'll see you guys next time. Have champagne bookings
and caviar dreams.
Yeah. Peace out.
Bye.